Hello and welcome back to Chopstick Maths. In this video, we'll be learning multiplication of complex numbers. So let us first learn the powers of iota. Iota is equal to root of -1. On squaring both the sides, we get iota square is equal to -1. Iota cube is negative iota. Now, how did we get this? Now, consider this property of indices a raised to m into a raised to n is a raised to m plus n. So iota cube, we can write it as iota square into iota, which will add up to 2 plus 1 is 3. And we can substitute the value. Iota square is -1 into iota, that will give us negative iota. Similarly, iota raised to 4 is 1. And iota raised to 4 is iota square into iota square. 2 plus 2 is 4. Iota square is -1 into -1, that is 1. So we get iota raised to 4 is equal to 1. Now let us see some more higher powers of iota. Iota raised to 5 is iota. And we can write it iota raised to 5 is iota raised to 4 into iota, which is 1 into iota, that is equal to iota. Iota raised to 6 is -1. And this is written as iota raised to 6 is iota raised to 4 into iota square, which is 1 into -1, and that gives us -1. Iota raised to 7, this can be written as iota raised to 4 into iota cube. So this is 1 into negative iota, which is equal to negative iota. And iota raised to 8 can be written as iota raised to 4 into iota raised to 4. That is equal to 1 into 1, that is equal to 1. So we get iota raised to 5 is iota raised to 6 is -1, iota raised to 7 is negative iota, and iota raised to 8, that is equal to 1. Now, similarly, we can calculate iota raised to 9 is iota raised to 10 is -1, iota raised to 11 is negative iota, and iota raised to 12, that is equal to 1. Now let us learn how to multiply two complex numbers z1, which is 6 plus 5 iota, and z2, which is 3 plus 4 iota. Now here we multiply z1 into z2, that is equal to 6 plus 5i into 3 plus 4i. Now, here the order is not important in multiplication. z1 into z2 or z2 into z1 will give us the same result, okay, because multiplication is commutative. So it doesn't matter whether you place z1 into z2 or z2 into z1, the result would be the same. So z1 into z2, let us multiply this. Now, let us multiply 6 into 3 plus 4i plus 5i into 3 plus 4i. 6 into 3 is 18. 6 into 4 is 24i. 5 into 3 is 15i. And 5 into 4 is 20. I into I is I square. Now we'll be using this value I square is -1. So this is 18. These are the two imaginary terms now. 24 plus 15. 24i plus 15i. This will add up to 39i. And this would be 20 into -1. So it would be 18 plus 39i minus 20. Now, these are the real terms. 18 minus 20 will give us -2 and plus 39i. So the product of z1 into z2 is -2 plus 39i. So product of two complex numbers is a complex number. Now, let us multiply these two numbers. z1 is equal to 3 plus 0i and Z2 is 5 plus 3i. Now 3 plus 0i is a real number, but as you know, every real number can be expressed as a complex number. So we ignore this 0i and we write 3 into 5 plus 3i, which is Z1 into Z2. 3 into 5 gives us 15, 3 into 3 gives us 9i. So this is a product which is also a complex number. Now let us see this. Z3 is negative 2i and Z4 is 5 minus 4i. Z3 into Z4 is multiplying an imaginary number with a complex number. So negative into positive gives us negative. 2 into 5 is 10 into I. Same way, negative into negative is positive. 2 into 4 is 8. I into I is I square. Now, as we know that I square is negative 1. So, we'll be writing negative 10i plus 8 into negative 1. So, this is negative 10i and this is negative 8. So, the answer Z3 into Z4 is negative 8, negative 10i. So, minus 8 minus 10i is the product of Z3 into Z4. Thank you for watching.